Well, hello, and welcome back, lovelies. Alrighty, today it is cold and miserable and raining, and I can't paint, and you know what I'm like when it's cold and miserable and raining? Well, I bake. So I apologise to all the fatty livers and people out there on diets. We are going to smash out some really basic, easy cake recipes. Oh yeah. So for our first cake, our maple syrup cake, we're going to need to get out 185 grams of butter, chop it up in a bowl, and we want to let that sit out until it gets soft at room temperature. The same time you do that, pull 2 eggs out because we want them to warm up to room temperature as well. We're going to need maple syrup, plain flour, self-raising flour, brown sugar and some milk. I'll write the recipe below as always. Once our butter's warmed up to room temperature, we want to whack our ovens on at 180 degrees Celsius. Now we need to get what's called a baba tin. And I don't even know if I've got the right one, but when I first started this cooking show a couple of years ago, I went out and bought all this fancy crap, and then I decided after I bought it all, you know what, I'm not going to use any of it, because if you're cooking in the kitchen and you've got nothing, I want you to be able to come on my show and still be able to cook using absolutely nothing. So I've tried to stick to that the whole time. But today, for some fun, I thought I'd try it with this tin. Now if you don't have one of these, just get a normal 20 centimetre round tin. Okay, so I've spread butter all the way around it. I put a heap of flour in there, went over to the sink, tapped it all around, tipped it upside down, bang it on the sink, and all the excess flour comes out. So you can do that in that one or your round one. Alright, so the fun thing about this is these cakes are dead easy to make. Okay, so we've got a nice big bowl with 185 grams of butter chopped up in there. Okay, we add 1.5 cups of self-raising flour, half a cup of plain flour. So we want 3/4 of a cup of firmly packed brown sugar. So you put it in and you really pack it down. Okay, lucky for me this time I've got the pure Canadian maple syrup, but any maple syrup will do. Okay, we want 1/3 of a cup in there. Oh. Our 2 eggs and half a cup of milk. Now what we want to do is get our electric beater out. We want to beat it on low until everything is well mixed in together. Then we want to turn it up to medium, and we want to beat it until it changes colour and it's nice and smooth. So once it changes to a little bit lighter, paler colour, beautiful. Alright, now we want to scrape down the sides and we want to put it into our tin. So I have no doubt a normal tin's easier. So I think I'm just going to put big heap spoonfuls in the bottom first, I guess. And I guess once it's all in there, even with the normal one, just smooth it out. Okay, I guess we'll call that round enough. See how we go. Oven's hot enough, bang her in there. Oh yeah, baby. 40 minutes later in my electric oven. And it smells freaking beautiful in here. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Considering we're going to turn it up the other way. Oh yeah. So when you stick a skewer in and it comes out nice and clean, it's ready. Alright. Shake the shit out of it, see if I can loosen it up. Just push it down there. Oh dear. Here we go. Holy crap, it worked! So now we want to leave it sit there to go completely cold. Now you've got 2 options. You can just eat it like that, or we can put a topping on it, of course. Cake's cold, so I'm going to make a maple icing. So what we need is a heat-proof bowl, and one that will sit nicely on top of, that one's in a bit, but nicely on top of a small saucepan that we can put some boiling water in out of the kettle. First thing we want in the bowl is 1.5 cups of icing sugar. We need 1 teaspoon of margarine or soft butter, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now we want to mix it in really well. Alright, once we've got most of it mixed in and it's hard like that, the next thing we want to do is put some water in from the kettle. Sit it over there, and as it warms up, we can stir it and it will make it go to a nice runny, what we need. Okay, now it's warmed up enough. That's perfect consistency to put all over a cake. I need it just a little bit more runnier, so I'm going to add a little bit of butter. So I'll write both the recipes down below normally, but yeah, it's up to you. If you want to do one of these cakes and want to make it a little bit runnier, that's how you do it. And if you ever make an icing and it's too runny, just add more icing sugar. What I've done is left it on the cooling rack, and then I've sat the cooling rack on a cookie tray, so if it makes a big mess, it's easier for me to clean. I've got a feeling it's still not going to be runny enough, but we'll try. Alright, I'm going to pour it on the top, but like the outside, and I'm hoping it's just going to all dribble down the side. That's my thought, but... So yeah, if I can get it big on the edge... Oh, wrong edge. We're supposed to go the other way, stupid. It's always perfect in theory. I thought it might have to be a bit runnier, but you know, you get that. I'm going to put some down the inside. Oh, let's see how this goes. Alright, now I'm going to gently just go around the top like this, into there. Let's see if I tap it a few times. It's working. Well, look at that little beauty. Oh, it didn't take us long, did it? Bloody easy cakes, I'm telling you. I suppose we're going to have to cut it. Trying to do it so you can see it. It's like impossible. So sorry about the lighting. I hope you guys can see that. It is an absolutely stunning, beautiful cake. Definitely give it a crack. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back really soon. Bye.